Blog Talk Radio.
Well, hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to the Compassionate Light Healing and Guidance Hour. I'm your host, Catharine Hahn, and I hope everyone is having a wonderful week this week. And for those who are new to me, I am an angelic healer as well as a spiritual teacher and coach and an angelic channel. So welcome, everyone, to the show. And this week, we are at the end of the full moon energy. So before we go ahead and talk about this week's energy, I'm going to also be talking about this month's energy. So we're already in November. We're already a few days in. And I don't know about you, but October flew by for me. So, today we're going to talk about the energy that we should be expecting for this month as well as for this week. And then we're going to wrap up the series that we had started last week. I had some issues when it comes to technology and all this other stuff last week. So we are wrapping up the series today, as well as introducing the series that I will be starting this month. So for those who are listening, if you'd like some guidance, if you'd like to talk about the energy that you've been feeling, what it is that you have been going through, please be sure to give me a call at 714-816-4628. And don't forget to press 1 on that keypad to be live on air with me. All right. So for this month's energy, we have Archangels Raphael, Archangel Gabriel, we have Archangel Sandalphon, as well as Archangel Uriel, and we have Archangel Shamiel stepping forward for us this month. So they're really going to be prominent this month as we go through this month's energy. And through each week, you're going to be seeing who really steps forward, the archangels that really step forward for us for that week to really help us through the energy, through what it is that we need to know when it comes to the messages that they bring, as well as to be able to move forward into what it is that we're meant to do to really step into our purpose. And so this month, we are going to be reminded of who it is that we truly are, in the eyes of the divine. So, that is also what we're going to be talking about throughout this month for this new series as well. And we'll talk more about that a little bit later. So this month is going to be about our worth. It's going to be about really seeing who it is that we truly are when it comes to the divine, and what it is that we're truly meant to see about ourselves so that we can really step into our purpose, so that we can really do those things that we're meant to do. This past month, we talked about, having that power to change the world. And it really starts with us. It starts by knowing who it is that we truly are when it comes to in the eyes of the divine, and our worth, and understanding that we have that power and that we are so strong in who it is that we are. We're capable of doing what it is that we truly want to do, those passions that we have, the desires that we have within our hearts, to really go after those things so that we can live the life that we're meant to live. So that is an overall view a preview of what's to come when it comes to this month's energy. So, every week I'm going to be sharing about a little bit more in detail on how it is that we need to really see ourselves, what it is that we should be journaling on, and really how to really look within and to really see that and really bring out that power that we have within us so that we can move forward, that we can step out of our comfort zones, so that we can really start doing those things that we are meant to do. So we have those archangels really coming forward for us when it comes to helping us to really understand who it is that we truly are, and what it is that we're meant to do here at this moment, especially as we prepare for next year. So that is the energy of this month. And then this week, we started out this week with a heavier energy. So for those who keep track of the moon cycles, we did have a full moon on Halloween, on the last day of October. And so it brought in that energy, that heavier energy at the beginning of this week. So if you, at the beginning of this week, if you felt that heavier energy, if you felt a little bit sluggish, if you felt this intensity, that was that energy that came in, that full moon energy, which helps us to let go and release those things that do not serve us, that are not who it is that we truly are. So what is it that you were meant to release? So if you're still feeling that heavier energy, it's because there are some things that you still need to release and let go of. What is not fitting into who it is that you truly are and what it is that you're meant to do. And also this week, we are meant to set those intentions, at the beginning of each month. It's a great idea to set intentions on what it is that you want to see when it comes to the month of November, as well as for the rest of this year. We just have a couple months left. So we have this month and next month for this year. So what is it that you want to see in your life? What is it that you want to come into fruition for your life? And then to really, take that time to meditate, take that time to journal on what it is that is not working for you when it comes to your life right now. What is it that how are you feeling that resistance in your life? Is it with work? Is it with things when it comes to your family? What is it that needs to change? What is it that you need to let go of and release so that you can make room for those things that are meant for you, to really bring into your life so that you can step forward into it, to step into when it comes to your purpose, when it comes to those things that you want to achieve. So that is what came in at the beginning of this week. But as you let go, as you make those changes that you're meant to make, as you do the healing work on what it is that's not working for you, what it is that's not fitting into your life, that's when we're allowing that energy to flow in, the new energy to flow in, the messages that are meant for you to flow in so that you can understand what it is that you want to gain that clarity on what it is that is meant for you. So if you'd like to talk about, especially if you're not quite sure, if you need a little bit of clarity on what it is that you need to let go of, what it is that you need to see, be sure to give me a call at 714-816-4628, and don't forget to press 1 on that keypad. All right. So this past month, we talked about how it is that we are meant to make that change in this world. And so, I would love to hear from you on what it is that you have been seeing in your life, on what it is that you're meant to do. What gifts are you seeing? What ideas have really come to you? What messages have you been shown? What symbols and signs have you been shown to really help you to see what it is that you need to step into, what it is that you are meant to do? So if you are starting to understand what that is and what you're meant to do, I would love to hear from you. There's a lot of change going on right now, and for those in the States, we just had the election, so we're awaiting a lot of different things to happen at this point, as well as we're at the end of this year, so a lot of things are still happening, changing around us. People, and we're starting to be in this new normal when it comes to the pandemic and understanding more about it, other issues that are going on, situations that are going on in this world. And so how is it that your life looks now that is different from how it looked at the beginning of this year, how it looked at last year? How is it that you are seeing this change? But also, how is it that you are also growing during this time? So, I encourage all of us, and this is going to be part of that energy this week, towards the end of this week, to really be able to see how much you have grown. And we are also going to bring this throughout the rest of this month to really be able to see your growth, really be able to see the changes that are happening and how it is that you are transforming as we go through these last bits of changes that are being able to step out of our comfort zone and to really make these changes within our lives, to see that new normal that is happening in our lives right now. So what is that you are seeing in your life? What is it that's coming forward for you? So I encourage all of us to journal on that, to meditate on that, to look back on the past few months and even last year to see how much you have grown and how much of a change that you've made, when it comes to your own life as well as the lives of others, and to really just be able to, feel that energy, and then and when we do this also, it helps us to raise our vibrations, to be able to see that growth that we've been doing. And it's going to be also important not to focus on those things that you haven't done or that you haven't been able to accomplish. It's going to be important for us to focus on those things that we were able to accomplish, that we did, that to focus on the positive, to focus on those things that really help us to move forward, to help us to, step into our purpose and to step into who it is that we're truly meant to be. And when we do that, we're also going to be able to see what more that we are going to be able to do. So it may be those things that you haven't been able to get to. It may be those things that you haven't been able to accomplish or achieve at that moment. And it's going to be a reminder for you, okay, letting you know that, yes, this is all those things that I've done already. And so now I know that I can do these other things that I'm supposed to do in your life. So, what is that that's stepping forward for you? What is it that is that the divine is showing you? So that you can really do those things, especially right before, as we enter 2021. So if you'd like to talk about that, be sure to give me a call at 714-816-4628. And don't forget to press 1 on that keypad. All right. So before we move forward on this topic, as well as to introduce a new topic for this month, let's take a few calls here. We have caller area code 413. Hello, caller. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, my name's Amber, and I'm calling from Massachusetts.
Hi, Amber. How are you today?
I'm doing okay. How are you, hon?
I'm great, thank you. So how can I help you today?
I was just, I don't know, anything that you could pick up on. I've been having some rough times, and people around me are struggling a little bit. So I just wanted to see if there's anything you picked up on.
Mm-hmm. So I have Archangel Samuel stepping forward for you in a big way. And it does have to do with when it comes to love in general. So, not just love, relationship love, but love for yourself. So, what have you been going through lately? I feel like there's a lot there. Like I could feel it in your heart chakra. So have you been struggling a lot with really understanding what it is that you need to see when it comes to love and what it is that you're meant to do?
Yeah, definitely with what it is I'm meant to do.
So, first I want you to know that, the angels are always there for us. So, when it comes to Archangel Samuel, who's really stepping forward for you today, you can always call on him to really, step forward for you, as you do some journaling, as you do some meditating, as you go throughout your day, to really call on him to ask him to really, show you, give you signs that you need to really help you to know that you are guided and that you are always supported. So, that's something that you are able to do. So, to remind you and to always have that in your mind as you go throughout the day. If you're feeling just that need of support and guidance. So, first I wanted to let you know that that's something that they wanted me to share with you. But also, they want you to know that everything will start to fall into place as you let go of those things that are bothering you, that have been coming up for you when it comes to your past and all that you've been through. So what I'm feeling is that you have been through a lot when it comes to what others have told you, that when it comes to limiting beliefs. So does that resonate with you?
It absolutely does.
Okay. So, I want to, and what they really want me to show you is that that you are so loved and you are so cherished. So, to always know that and to really feel those feelings within your heart. I have a feeling that you are a huge feeler. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
Okay. So, as you, right before you go to bed or whenever you have that time, to just kind of sit there and to, ask even for your guardian angels to step forward and just kind of feel into that energy. They're going to help you with your vibration. They're going to help you with, feeling that love, that right now I'm feeling that for you. As, that I guess you can say like this gushy feeling that you get when you know you feel love from others. So really take that time to feel into that each day. So whenever you just get a chance to do that, to just kind of sit there and I also encourage you to go, step outside to, breathe in the fresh air as well. And it's going to help renew your energy as you do that. But also they're really stepping forward because there are some things that it's going to be important for you to release when it comes to those things that people have told you in the past, when it comes to any type of wording that says that you're not good enough in some way or that you can't do something. All those things that come into your mind when we talk about this, and as you go through this week, and I think you probably felt a lot of that during the full moon cycle. So during Halloween, even a couple days after, any of those moments when you had those feelings come in and the mind chatter that came in that says you weren't good enough in some way. Those things are meant for you to release and let go of because you are amazing. And what I see for you in the near future is you're going to be doing a lot of amazing things. And there's a lot of things waiting for you. But it's important for us to do this healing work. It's important for us to do this work on ourselves on a really deep level and then let it go, understanding that you are first created in the image of the divine. So they created us to do amazing things, to do anything that we truly desire. And so, with that in your mind, to then be able to pinpoint those times in your life when someone told you you couldn't do something, that you weren't good enough, and to be able to say no, that is not the case. That is not who it is I truly am. And when you are able to face those things in that way, that's when energy shifts. That is when you're able to let that go and your mindset starts to change as well. And it's going to help you to then gain the clarity on what it is that you're truly meant to do. And what I'm also hearing is that you are someone who's creative, that are meant to write, that are meant to do some drawings and things like that, because what I see is that you're very clairvoyant. So you're able to see things within your mind. So is that what, are you able to do that? Like, are you able to see pictures within your mind and things like that?
I am, and it's crazy you say that because last night I wrote something that I'm pretty proud of. So that's crazy that you just said that.
That's wonderful. Yes. So, that is who it is that you are. People, when you were growing up, may have told you otherwise, and which may have really kind of stopped you from, going after those things. But you are meant to, write. You are meant to draw and do other creative things to really not only support yourself, but also to help others in many different ways that you may not be able to see just yet. So, I want to encourage you to do this healing work, and it's not always easy. And I'm just going to tell you that right up front. It's not going to be easy to do this healing. You're going to be doing a lot of like this tug of war struggling, which is normal. But know that you are amazing, and that I'm so excited for you, because what I feel for you is you're going to be doing a lot of things in the next few months, up to next year, and really step into who it is that you are, and really step into your purpose. So, really just have that in the back of your mind as you do this healing work. And also, if you do need some extra help with that, please reach out to me. I have a Facebook page you could always reach out to and ask questions if you need. So,
oh, that's fabulous. Thank you.
No, you are very welcome. Were there any other questions you had for me?
In regards to my mother, do you feel anything around her?
Is she still with you?
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right. That's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure. But know that she's also going through a similar situation that you are as well. So Archangel Samuel is with her as well. But know that, have you had a difficult relationship with her?
Yeah, to a certain point.
Okay. So, know that I want you to know that those things that she may have said to you or shown you when you were growing up, know that that is also the limiting beliefs that she grew up with as well. And so, because there was, she couldn't understand how to teach you in a different way, it kind of was brought onto you. So if that makes sense.
It does.
Okay. And so know that, she has her own struggles as well when it comes to limiting beliefs. She is struggling a little bit because of all that's going on around in this world, that she doesn't really, it's hard for her to process and really be able to understand what it is that she's really feeling, and because she is very empathic herself. So, I want you to know that, she has her own struggles that she's going through, that she is starting to really learn and awaken to all that's going on around her. So, just be a little bit patient. If she asks any questions, be sure to share with her what it is that you've been going through and what it is that you've been learning, because you're going to be helping her as well through this process. So, and a lot of times we think that our parents, they're older, so it's harder for them to learn, but know that she is able to she's going to be able to understand. She's going to be able to really be able to see what it is that how it is that she's affected you in the past, and really be able to create that bond again with you, if that makes sense.
It does.
Okay. So, I'm sending you lots of love, and Archangel Samuel really is stepping forward for you. So, whenever you're doing some journaling, if you're doing meditating, to call on him, to be there with you, to step forward for you. And just know that, things are going to start to unfold for you in a big way. So first, not to be afraid, and that's going to come up when it comes to your solar plexus. If you feel any of those jitters or something in your stomach, it's because of your solar plexus, those fears that come in whenever we're asked to step out of our comfort zones. And so as you do this clearing, as you do this healing work, you're going to we start receiving these messages on what it is that your next steps are. And at first, you're going to be having these fears saying, no, I can't do it. But to know that the divine is encouraging you to really take that next step, because it's going to be a big thing for you when it comes to stepping into your purpose. And you have this great purpose that is going to be helping a lot of people. So, I want to encourage you to, and like I had mentioned, this healing work is going to take some time. But also during this time, to make sure you do those things that you love to do as well, to help through the rough parts of this healing process. So anything that you like to do when it comes to being creative, when it comes to going outside, when it comes to just having some fun during this process, because sometimes you're going to feel like you have this block as you're doing this healing work. And so that's an indication for us to kind of step back a little bit so that you can do that healing, and that you can because when we're always trying to go on this healing, it can really take a toll on our physical bodies, as well as just mentally and just feeling drained. So it's going to be important for you to sometimes take a step back from the healing and do those things that you like to do. So, whether it's, taking a nice hot bath or reading a book that you love, going outside, going to work out, going to meet with friends, those types of things. So whenever you feel that drain, to take that step back and focus on other things at that time. Okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
You're very welcome. I hope you have a wonderful week.
You as well, sweetie.
All right. So, when it comes to, it always surprises me, or actually, I guess it really shouldn't surprise me, but they always do surprise me when it comes to who calls in, and when it comes to speaking about our topics, because we're ending the topic on changing the world, and just like with Amber, she is meant to change this world. We're all meant to change this world and meant to use our power to change the world in different ways. So whether it is within our families, where if it starts there, or within our communities, or even bigger, reaching out bigger, we are all meant to make this change in this world. We're all meant to do those things that are within our hearts, that we're passionate about, that we truly desire to do. When you watch the news, when you see what's going on within your communities, what tugs at your heart? What is it that is, coming out from your soul, saying, this is what you're meant to do. This is what you can do to really make a difference, to really be able to help others to see what it is that they're meant to do. When we do those things that we're meant to do, when we truly are who it is that we're meant to be, we help others to be able to see that within themselves. We're able to help them to see that divineness within them, that divine love and light that they're meant to share with others as well. So when we do those things that we come here with, so all of us come here with passions. all of us come here with desires and gifts that we're meant to use in order to really make a difference in this world, and to use in order to, step into our purpose and really shine that light onto others. So, and when we start doing those things that we are passionate about, doing those things that we know that's within our hearts, that we're meant to do, that is when we help spread that love and that light to others, so that they can see that within themselves as well. So many times when we do those things that we love to do, others, who have that empathic abilities, who have different abilities to be able to see, when they when they see that with us. And you hear sometimes that when we do those things that we love to do, it's contagious, and that is true. Other people can sense that. Other people can really see that you are passionate about something, and that's when that spreads. And then others are they're asking themselves, what is it that I need to see and bring out within myself in order to live a life that makes me happy, as well as doing those things that really are meant for you, that just clicks, that really just feels easy and feels wonderful to us. We are meant to do those things. We are not meant to do those things that bore us or that we don't like to do. But we are meant to find those things that we are truly meant to do. And sometimes, with society now, it's hard for us to not think about the financials, not think about, how it is that we need to support ourselves. But when we start to do those things that we're truly meant to do, that's when the abundance flows. So, a lot of times we think about how it is that we're going to support ourselves and our families first, but what we have to think of is how it is that we can do those things that we're meant to do, and that's when the energy shifts, and that's when what we're meant for, when it comes to the abundance financially, the resources that we need, that's when all of those things are drawn to us, when we do those things that we're truly meant to do. So if you're listening right now and, any guidance that you need, or you're not quite sure of what it is that you're meant to step into, be sure to give me a call at 714-816-4628, and don't forget to press 1 on that keypad. All right, so before I move on to what it is that we're going to start talking about next week, as well as some news on what's going on at Psychic Talk, let's go ahead and take our next caller. We have caller from area code 610. Hello, caller. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, Catharine. I used to call you for a few times. My name is Tatatat.
Hi, Tatatat. How are you today?
Good.
So what is on your mind?
Can I ask more than one question?
Oh, yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Okay, first of all, I was wondering whether you could give some, advice as to, not you, but, I think some other psychics' predictions sound a little bit fishy, or, they say something that's actually kind of mean or hurting your feelings, they like these types of psychics, and I was thinking to myself, I think, I trust, 90% of the readings I got as a whole, but, not, the 10%.
Hmm. So let me ask you, what is keeping you from really trusting in yourself?
Not enough knowledge.
Well, first I want to say that I have Archangel Raphael and Archangel Gabriel stepping forward for you. And what they're sharing with me is, and the way, the reason I bring that up is they really want you to see that you can truly trust yourself. You have this ability to do that. You have the knowledge that you need. You have the wisdom that's all. It's all within you. It's within all of us. It's just those things from your past that people have told you, the limiting beliefs in your past, when people have told you that you weren't good enough in some way and that you were wrong, all of those things are keeping you from really understanding that you have that power. You have that wisdom within you. And I also have Archangel Raziel stepping forward for you as well, because he is sharing with me that you have this wisdom, but also you have these gifts as well. But all the mind chatter, all those things that you've been told in your past is keeping you from understanding who it is that you truly are. And this person who you truly are is an amazing person, a person who is able to know exactly what it is that you want, what it is that you're meant to do. It's all there. And I know that we have talked about, some things when it comes to, I believe we talked about you speaking with animals and you going into, was it FBI?
Yeah.
Okay. Those are, and so you've gotten you know what it is that you need to do. It's just these fears and doubts are coming in because of what other people have told you. But the divine wants you to know that you are meant to do those things, that you know that's within your heart. You know that you are meant to do in order to really support yourself and your family, as well as to make a change that you're meant to make in this world. And you know all this. I know you know all this. It's just these fears and doubts are coming in, and it's also about changing your mindset because of what it is people have told you in the past that is not true of who it is that you really are. So I know you've done some healing work before, but I want to encourage you to dig even deeper when it comes to this healing and letting go. And not to be afraid to dig deep, because it's not going to be easy. Healing work can be very difficult, but there's a lot of things there that has to do with generational stuff, that has to do with cultural stuff, that is keeping you from really understanding what it is that you're meant to do and what it is that you can do. You can do anything that you truly desire. But all of these thoughts, all of these things that people have told you, all of these memories you're having from your past is keeping you from really stepping into your purpose. Next year, we're going to be in a 5-year, which is about change, which is about really stepping into who it is that you are and in this new normal that we're in. So I want to encourage you this month, throughout this month, to do this healing work, to cleanse from all those things that people have told you in the past. When it comes to what your family has told you, when it comes to, do you have siblings?
Yeah.
You have older siblings?
I have one older cousin. I'm pretty much the oldest cousin and the oldest sister, older sibling in my parents or uncle and aunts group.
Mhm.
But yeah, when we
So,
were young, when we were young,
Mhm.
like we used to fight, like me and
Mhm.
my older cousin.
And was it a lot of verbal fights?
What do you mean?
Like you would attack each other, or your cousin would attack you verbally,
Yeah.
like saying mean and things that aren't true. So those things, it's important for you to really heal from. And that is what's keeping you from the abundance, the new energy that's waiting for you, and to really be able to understand with clarity on what it is that your next steps are. So I know that you've done some of this healing, but there's deeper work that needs to be done when it comes to healing and cleansing and letting go. So if you, especially during Halloween, if you felt that energy, that full moon energy, that heaviness, it's really important for you to look into that. What came into your mind that you need to let go of? What came into your heart? What did you feel in your heart that doesn't feel good, that you need to let go of and that you need to heal from? So to do some journaling, do some meditating on that, and to know, to have in the back of your mind that you are meant to do amazing things. You can do anything that you truly desire. And those desires that you have, the passions that you had, those are meant for you. So, I want to encourage you to do this work. You can always reach out to me if you have any questions in regards to healing, how to do it, things like that. You can always reach out to me for those. But to really focus on letting go of those things because we have to remember, when it comes to those things that other people tell us, if it's hurtful, if it's filled with anger and frustration, it is because they are going through things that they need to heal themselves. So it's not directly meant for you. It is something that they're projecting out because they need to heal from them themselves. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So, all those, so I want to encourage you when you're doing the writing to bring out all the emotions, bring out all those thoughts and the memories of what happened and what was said, and to bring it all out, and to call on Archangel Raphael and call on Archangel Gabriel to help you with those. Archangel Gabriel will help you when it comes to communication and writing it. And if you feel like drawing it, that's something. If you have this inclination that you need to draw and use some colors, to do that as well. So whatever feels good to you, to do that, to bring it all out in the open so that you can start to heal from that. And as you do this writing, you're going to have the divine really kind of showing you within your heart and even within your mind, saying that you are good enough, that you can do this, that you're meant to do this. All that mind chatter that comes in, it's not really mind chatter, but it is from the divine when they're sharing with you those things that are true, and you'll feel that. You'll be able to know that truth when it comes in. I hope that makes sense.
I see.
Okay. So, when it comes to other psychics, that question you had, when it comes to the other psychics, when it comes to the negative things that they say, know that you know what is right for you. And so it's going to be important to really start listening to yourself, to listen to what it is that's coming in within your heart, because you have that wisdom within you. It doesn't matter how old you are. but you have that wisdom, you have that knowledge, you have your gifts that are amazing, that it's important for you to start listening to yourself, okay?
There was a psychic who said, like, previous lives, I didn't trust my intuition, and as a result, got hurt really bad. So they said a lot of psychics, say this life to trust my intuition.
Mhm. So,
But there's also the psychics that like say the opposite of the thing that I was thinking about. Saying that's not right, but I think it's right. I want it.
Mhm. So you have to trust in yourself. Your instincts is always right. What it is that you feel for yourself that you know is right, you need to start really trusting that. So you'll feel it in your gut. You'll feel it within your heart. And you'll just know that know what it is that's right for you. So, it's always important for you to trust in yourself first when it comes to those things. And if you do listen to a psychic, there are going to be those psychics who do know what it is that they're sharing, but you need to be able to discern for yourself what it is that you can take from them and what it is that you shouldn't. So that's and you and the divine are the only ones who know exactly what it is that you're meant to do. So, and when it comes to psychics, when it comes to other light workers, we're here to guide, and it should never be in malice. It should never be to hurt anyone. So that's how you're going to be able to discern between it, people who say they're psychics. So, I want to encourage you to really look at that and to remember that you are able to know what it is that's right for you and what's meant for you. And so, doing this healing work is going to give you more clarity on what it is that you're meant to do. Okay?
That's beautiful. Thank you for all your amazing words.
You're very welcome. I hope you have a wonderful week.
Can I ask the second question?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Like, you said our instincts are always right. So, well, I have some close loved ones, like around me who make me feel like I don't like their gut, like I sometimes, usually, on a regular basis, even like as much as like 13 years ago, I just don't like their mannerisms, don't like the way they talk, and it bothers me.
Okay. So remember I had mentioned that when it comes to those things, when it comes to anger and frustrations, when others have it towards us, it has to do with things that they need to heal. When we do that, it's something that we need to heal within ourselves as well. So when you're not liking someone's mannerisms or how it is that they talk or what they do, those things, what is it that you're seeing about yourself? You have to ask yourself, what is it that you're seeing about yourself that you're not liking about yourself? And that's one of those things that we all have to work on to really heal and let go of. And as we do the healing, as we understand more of why that's coming forward, why it's triggering us, that's when we're able to start to heal and let go so that it won't be something that affects us anymore. So, when there's a trigger, when we're angered in some way, we have to look at why is that coming up like that? Why are we being triggered? Why is it making me angry to at someone? And then when we do the healing, what you'll start to see is that it doesn't affect you anymore, and that's when you know that you've been healed from that and you've been able to let that go. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. So,
okay.
What was that?
Thank you so much.
You are very welcome. I hope you have a wonderful week.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. So before we move on to what it is that we're going to be talking about for this next series, let's go ahead and see what's going to come up on Psychic Talk Network. You can go to psychictalk.net/upcoming, and you'll be able to see all the shows that are coming up. So let's see here. We have our next show is on Friday with the doctors are in. Dr. Rose and Dr. Dax will be on, and they'll be taking open lines and readings all show long, as well as some life coaching. So be sure to tune in with them on Friday. And then on Saturday, There's a Rock for That is back with host Mary Brown, and she'll be talking about cleansing and charging your crystals. And she has a crystal guest, Topaz. She'll be talking about that. So be sure to tune in on Saturday to listen in. And she'll also have open lines and many crystal mini readings as well. And then on Sunday, Magic Universe is back with host Sharona Rapsy, and she will be taking open lines as well, doing some angel Reiki as well as free tarot readings. So be sure to tune in. And then next week, what our new series is going to be the You Are series. So, at the beginning of the show, I had talked about this month's energy when it comes to your worth and who it is that you are when it comes to the, with the divine. So the divine has created us in this magnificent way, and how they see us is this divine love and light being. And so all month long, the rest of this month, we'll be talking about who it is that you are when it comes to the divine, how it is that they see us, that we're meant to be living in. So we're going to start next week by talking that you are created in the image of the divine. So we're going to start with that, and then going to talk about other things as well, when it comes to how amazing we are, how magnificent we are. If you think about just and we also have touched upon these things throughout the year. So we are doing it's. I guess you could say a revisit on what it is that we have been talking about. So, we're going to be talking about how amazing you are and what it is that you can do, how magnificent you are, how powerful you are, what it is that we're truly meant to do, and to really see our worth, to really be able to see that we are worthy, we are enough to be able to change the world, to be able to do those things that we're meant to do, that's within our hearts, that are truly meant for us. So we're going to be talking about that throughout this month, so that that's how it is that the divine is really preparing us for next year as we are coming up to 2021. And it's going to be a year for us to really step into our purpose, to really be knowing what it is that we are meant to do and how it is that we're meant to share of who it is that we are and what it is that how and what it is that we're meant to do when it comes to work, when it comes to changing others' lives, like all those different things, in order to really help others to see who it is that they are and to come out as teachers and leaders and healers that we all are. So that is what we're going to be focusing on this month. Just your worth, just how amazing you're that you are enough, that we were created in the image of the divine so that we can do those things that we're meant to do on this earth. Where each and every one of us have been brought here with gifts, with these abilities and our purpose, so that and each and every one of us plays a part in this, so that we can help others to see their own divine love and light, to help others to grow as well, so that we can all be playing those parts that we are meant to play. You know, you may have heard the phrasing of how we're one, and that, you know, we all play these different parts. We're all different parts of body, and that we're united as one. So it's important for us to do those things that we're meant to do those things that we have been brought here to do, and it's all within us. It's all within our hearts and our souls, and it's all there for us. So it's now important for us, you know, this year as we finish off the year, to do that healing work, to do and prepare ourselves for what's come next year when we are truly in our purpose, so that we can do those things to help others, to not only help our families, but our communities and those around us, and all those people that each of us are meant to reach out to and be there for, and to spread this love and light to. We all have that ability, and we all are meant to in some way. So I'm going to help you to see that. I'm going to help you to see in what ways that you play, what areas you play, and what parts you play in that, so that you can life that you're meant to live. And when we do those things that we're truly meant to do, that's within our souls, it really frees us. It frees us, but also it helps us to really be able to just live a life that we love and do those things that we love to do, because it is meant for us. So if you're listening, you need some guidance still. We are at the end of the hour, or we are actually at the top of the hour. I want to encourage all of us to really see what it is that you need to heal, what it is that you need to let go of. If you need a little bit of help on what it is that you're meant to do, I want to encourage you to join me every week, on this show to ask. You can call in, or during the week, if you're not able to catch me on live, you can go to my Facebook page at facebook.com/Angelic Healer and Teacher Cath. So it's Angelic Healer and Teacher, and the name at the end is CATH. And you can reach out to me there. I do have messages that I post on there, do the weekly energy readings on there as well as if you need some guidance, I do have posts that I put on there. I will also be starting weekly angel messages that come in that I'll be channeling. I did that for a little bit, but I was told to kind of pause on that, and I'll be starting that again soon. And so you can reach out to me there, ask questions that you may have, and also, if you are feeling called to share with others, spreading that love, you can share those posts so that others can see what it is that they're meant to see. Really using your intuition and what it is that you're being shown when it comes to how it is that you're meant to spread that love and light that you have within you. So I want to thank everyone for joining me today. Before we end, I am going to have meditation that I do. I have Archangel Raphael, Archangel Samuel, Archangel Gabriel stepping forward for us today to do that. So if you are able to sit comfortably, take a few deep breaths. So in through your nose, out through your mouth. And if it'll help you to be in your heart space, to put your hands on your heart. And to create that atmosphere in your heart space that is calling for you. Placing elements in nature and anything else that really makes you feel at peace and feel calm. Let's keep breathing. So breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Then we're also going to place a door in your heart space. If you can imagine a door there, an open door. And this door is going to invite your angels and guides, as well as our archangels. We'll step forward and we'll be surrounding us so that they can really send us that energy to support us, to raise our vibrations. And this energy is going to be swirling all around us with the green and blue, pink and red energies that come around. We also do have Archangel Michael stepping forward for us with his blue energy, his navy blue energy. So take a few deep breaths as we breathe in the energy that they send. And as they do, source energy from above is going to help us to expand our chakra energy. So it's going to go through our crown chakra. And as this rainbow energy comes through, each of our chakras are going to expand in our heart space as well as our physical space. So our crown chakra and our third eye, our throat chakra, our heart chakra, our solar plexus, our sacral chakra, and our root chakra. And then this beautiful rainbow energy is going to go out through your feet, go all the way up above. So it's from our feet, and it's going to wind back up to our crown chakra. So it's going to be this loop that goes in and out to really help cleanse our chakras and help us to expand that light that's within us, that's going to fill your body. And I want you to notice the messages that come in for you. What is it that the divine wants you to see? What is it that the divine wants you to know? So now the archangels are going to ground our energy. So from your root chakra all the way down to the center of the earth. And then from the center of the earth, there's going to be this bright white light of energy that comes all the way back up through your feet, filling each and every part of your body. And then it's going to come out through your crown chakra and flow out like a fountain of water. And then it's going to land on the ground. And then the archangels are going to help contract our chakra energy so it realigns back into our bodies. And source energy is going to continuously cleanse as long as you need it. And then Archangel Michael is going to come in to wrap us in with his cloak, his navy cloak, from our crown chakra all the way down to our feet. So take a few deep breaths. The archangels are going to step back. You can bring back awareness into your bodies as this energy that have been brought to us is integrated with this cloak of energy this cloak that Archangel Michael brings. And then when you're ready, you can open up your eyes and welcome back. So this meditation you can do over and over again as you need to, whether it's helping to focus on when you're doing your meditations, on your own, to visualize, to help you to really feel into the energies that the divine brings. And as always, I'm sending you all lots of love and light. And as I mentioned earlier, you can always reach out to me by going to my Facebook page. And please, feel free to say hello, message me. I do message back, so don't be afraid to reach out. And, be sure to check into the posts to see what it is that you need to see. If you're just feeling drawn to that, it's meant for you. So I'm sending you all lots of love and light. I can't wait to start the series next week. We're going to be starting with creating, you are created in the image of the divine. We'll be talking more about that. And if you would like to receive some guidance, if you'd like to share what it is that you've been learning about yourself, I'd love for you to call in and share with us what it is that you've been seeing about yourself that you know that you're meant for. So I'm so excited for next week. And we're also out of the Mercury retrograde energy. So I don't think we have anything to worry about when it comes to technology. But you never know what's going to happen. But I'm planning to be here next week. So I'm sending you all lots of love and light, and I will talk to you all very, very soon. So bye-bye for now.